What's up, you guys? Alright, we are, first it is October 13th. Local time is 20:45-ish. We were in Chickalah, Arkansas. Whatever the state highway is, 27 or whatever, I think it's 27. Heading southbound from Russellville toward Danville. We'll be in Danville about 10 more miles, and we're going to be picking up a load, a Wayne Farms load, which I assume to be a chicken load, but I don't know. I've picked up from other Wayne Farms facilities before, and they were always chicken, so I assume that's what I'm picking up, but I don't know. I'll find out. Also, I am running late here because I got detained over at Walmart. Yeah, the Walmart DC in Clarksville. Wasn't that bad there. I was there for just about 3 hours total, but still, the time spent there cost me a chance to get here on time. Yeah, it just is what it is. Not a big deal. Now, I've never been to this shipper before myself, so I don't know what really to expect. I asked our night dispatch, and I was told that it's to expect a live load there. Those of you guys who might be wondering, wanting to come to JCT, or maybe you're new to JCT and are not really sure about what's normal here, I would say more than half of the time our pickups are drop and hook pickup, and then usually always live unloads. Sometimes we do live loads as well, as live pickups. But a good number of our shippers are drop hook shippers. I have heard about one of us. I just found out from a friend that one of our shippers actually quit allowing us to do drop hooks there because too many drivers were leaving their enforcer locks on the empty trailers that they're dropping, and couldn't the shipper couldn't use them, without having someone grind the lock off. And those and the enforcer locks are thick and very difficult to remove. You can't just cut them off with bolt cutters. You actually have to use like a die grinder or something, or other means like a torch or whatever else. Anyway, like I said, I don't really otherwise know what to expect. I do expect it to be a heavy load. The load assignment said expect about a 40,000, between 40 and 41,000 pound load. What do we got here? That looks like a dry van trailer, but it's got a reefer status light on the side of it. That's weird. Now, structurally, dry vans and reefers look different, both on the outside and on the inside, typically. But sometimes I do see trailers that I swear would be dry vans on the just looking at them structurally from the outside, and then find out they're actually reefers. All right. Now, if you watched my Walmart delivery video, I talked about how I was going to probably talk about running on HOA, doing 34-hour resets versus recap hours here. Because it's been kind of a little bit of a topic in our Facebook group, so why not? Generally, if you have an opportunity to get a 34-hour reset in and get a fresh 70-hour clock to work with in conjunction with the load that you're under, that can do you. That can usually do you better. It just depends on what loads you're on. Now, ideally, you want to burn up your hours. You don't want to end up doing a 34 waiting for a delivery appointment time. However, when you're more specifically when you are running on recaps, like I am right now, there are times where it's more advantageous for you to stay on the recaps, and sometimes it's more advantageous to do a 34 en route. And one of the ways, there are actually two ways I can check on that to determine which I'm going to do. One is before I pick up the load, figure out what my ETA to the customer, to the receiver, before I actually do the combination of the pickup, the shipper and the receiver. find out what my ETA would be if I did not have any HOS delays at all. So, if I have like an 1,800 mile route and I do 60 miles an hour average, that's 30 hours of on-duty time. And then I need two 10-hour breaks to go with that, so that makes 50 hours. That's 2 days and 2 hours. So, I would figure out my ETA based on that when I expect to leave or when I expect to start my deadheading or even leave the shipper, whichever the case might be. And then compare that to now on my spreadsheet that I use, and I have sent a copy of my spreadsheet to some people in the past. There's an ETA and HOS calculator on there that I can just throw my available 70-hour clock and all my recaps hours into, and it'll tell me what days I have what number of hours available. So if I need 30 hours to work with, I'll look on that thing and I'll figure out what day in the future I have those requisite hours available to work with. And let's just say if I need 30 hours, and let's say between today and tomorrow I only have 25 hours to work with or something, and I need, maybe the delivery date is the day after tomorrow, and I need 30 hours to cover that, then that means I'll need at least 5 hours of the delivery dates recaps to get there. And just doing that, factor in the time zone that the receiver is in and what time zone I get my recaps out back at midnight, and that can give me an idea of what my ETA to the customer is going to be. Now sometimes I will find that there's not enough time for me to work with to do a 34 en route, and other times I might find that I do have enough time, and there's a way I'll get to that in a second. But first, I'll compare my ETA doing a 34 before I even pick up the load, and compare it to what it would be if I was running on recaps. And sometimes I find that I can go to the shipper a few hours later than I would if I was just going to go ahead and run when I have hours to work with at all. And I can still get to the receiving end a few hours quicker. So if I find that, if I make that comparison and I find that I can get there faster by doing the 34, I'll actually communicate with dispatch, tell them, hey, I can get there by such and such, I can get to the receiving end by such and such date and time if I do a 34 right now, and then if I run on recaps, I'll get there at another such and such time. That'll be later. And then they'll go ahead and tell me, all right, go ahead and do the 34. Or maybe just go ahead, they need it to be picked up, and just go ahead and pick the load up and get it running, do what you can with it, whatever. So, that's effectively communicating with dispatch, though. We're going to be making a left turn up here pretty soon. We're almost into Danville. It looks like it might curve to the left and then go south and then curve back to the right, and then it'll be a left turn. All right. So that kind of helps on that. The other thing where I'll figure out if I can or should do a 34 would be figure out what my ETA is again. Notwithstanding recap, HOS delays. If I didn't have any HOS problems, what would be my ETA? And generally, if my ETA is, I would say at least 25 hours before the appointment time, then I know I can do a 34 en route. But now, and the reason why I say that is because a 34-hour reset is just nothing but a 10-hour break with an extra full day added on to the back end of it. So, if you have a 10-hour break, you have to do anyway, and your ETA is at least 20, really technically 24 hours, but I wouldn't do it like that. That's running too tight. There's too much risk of showing up late for the delivery. So, that's why I would usually say about 25 hours, and preferably, a little bit more, maybe an extra hour of slack time for every shift that you're going to run. If you really want to be, make sure you're comfortable with getting the load delivered on time. No need to stress yourself out over that. Even if you can run, you never know. It's some kind of traffic delay or weather issue or something along that line could cause you to get slowed down and cause you to be late. So I consider all that stuff. But yeah, generally, and also if I do end up doing a 34, if I don't have some particular ulterior motive, like I can do it at home instead of somewhere out in the eastern U.S. or something, like I'm going across country, then I might consider doing it at home instead. But generally, it's most advantageous if you burn up as many of your recap hours as you can to where until you get to the point where you can't run anymore without needing an extra 10-hour break than what you would already normally need, regardless. And wherever that point is where your last 10-hour break is going to be, that where you can't go any further without causing problems for more adding extra 10-hour breaks. Wherever that point is where I would do the 34 at. And then that way, and the reason why I say that is because when you get through doing your 34, you're as close to the receiver as possible. And then when you go, when you're done making your delivery and it's, and you're ready to start picking up a reload, you're already, alright, so our left turn's coming up right here. We're in Danville, population 2409. Alright, anyway, you have as much of your 70-hour clock available as possible to run future loads without even needing to worry about recaps. Alright, so yield for right turn, stop for left. This is Highway 10. Car coming. He's not going that fast, but I was a little concerned about whether my trailer will get out of the way fast enough. Alright, he's turning, so we can go ahead and go now. Alright, we're going to hit the main drag here in Danville in a minute and make a left turn. Can't tell there's any business here. I'm not zoomed in enough, I don't think, where I can clearly see if there are any specific landmarks I should eyeball when I get that intersection. I assume there's going to be a traffic light of some sort at the intersection I'm going to turn at, though. Alright, 35 zone. Now, I came through here the first time I went to Waldron to pick up a load, but that was just, that was a pain in the ass going this way to get over there. There's just no good way to get to Waldron, really, without going extra miles or dealing with a lot of windy, terrainy roads. That's actually starting to look like a neighborhood that I shouldn't be in. You know? Not a very wide road here, so but I need to make my left turn up here. It's coming right up. So oh yeah, Highway 10. This street right here, 10 East, we're gonna go left on. There's a Casey's right here in the corner. Good proper button hook just in case one of these cars does the left turn here. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, right up the road on the left side is going to be Wayne Farms. Just after we get out of the core here, I would say. Alright, so in case you're wondering about where I'm going to be going with this load, it'll be going to Phoenix. So, haven't yet decided which route I'm gonna get over to I-40, because I will be getting on I-40. It's just a matter of where I get on it at. I don't know if I'm gonna go back up toward Russellville, or I might work my way up to Highway 22 and go west, but I'll figure it out. Because I will have to scale the load. I just got to figure out what my options are when I get over here. No, I guess I should speed up. I think I'm in a 35 zone again. I saw the sign over there saying 35, and I was like, duh. I was just still stuck on, like I was still in the 25 zone like I was earlier. What is this? A pedestrian bridge of some sort with a green light on it? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Oh yeah, it looked like a bike path type bridge or something. I don't know. Alright, we're going to have this left curve coming up. There'll be a slant road that we're going to cross. And just after the slant road, it's a four-way intersection. Just after that slant road, there will be should be a driveway up on the left side that I'll turn into. Okay, right here is this slant road, so I think right where this car is coming out of, I believe this is where I need to turn in. Yeah, there's a guard shack here. This does look to be kind of dark, so can't really tell much else. Yeah, this is the right spot. Stop for pedestrians and crosswalk. Alright, so should I don't know if I should stop here at this stop sign or... Hello. Do you need me to pull forward so I'm not on the crosswalk or anything, or?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Have you been here before?
First time, but for some reason you look familiar. I don't know if you worked at any of the other facilities. Like, you guys shuffle around between different places sometimes, right?
Not us.
Oh.
Can I get your name?
Scott?
Scott?
Yeah.
You see the fence down there with the do not enter sign? All the way down there.
Oh, yeah, right by where the cars are at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fence right there on the parking lot, you take a left, that sign.
So we're by where that drop trailer is, okay?
Yeah. And you follow that all the way back to shipping.
Okay.
You've got to stop at the crosswalks there. There's a second guard check back there. Because the people here are not smart, they'll walk in front of you. I hope they can understand this.
Oh. Yeah, well,
Are you empty?
yes.
Alright. Don't take a ride up there, because you will end up...
Having a fun time that I don't want to have.
yeah, quite a few hours of having to call people to come dig you out.
Oh, nice. All right.
Just pull forward so I can check your trailer and put a seal on it.
Okay, you need me to open the doors or anything like that? Or?
No, I can open it.
Okay. I mean, he kind of looks kind of familiar. Can't see now because that four-wheeler's headlights were keeping me from being able to see him very well. Yeah, barely clearing that gate there. I couldn't even see that thing. I don't know why it's tilting over like that. I'm sitting so high in the chair. I actually have the chair all the way up as far as it can go. Yeah, and so the mirror, it's kind of pick your poison. But there's stuff that I need to be able to see down low, but it's hard to see stuff by the top of my trailer. Stop, sound horn, proceed with caution. Wait till we can see around the side of him first. Yeah, we're good. Alright, and yeah, the guard was waving me through too. Oh, that's the shipping office, or ABS light came on. It was probably from the trailer bouncing on the speed bumps. That's something to keep in mind there, guys. Sometimes your ABS light will come on, and it's if any of your I call them anti-skid because I worked on airplanes, and that's what we called it. But a spot right there I might go for. See if I can get shut up. It's just my trailer. There's a spot right here. I don't know if there's enough room for me to come on. Trying to keep from trying to avoid jackknifing, but it's so the least amount of turning I can do is I was coming really close to those cab extenders there. That's something new drivers do a lot, is hit cab extenders trying to jackknife. You got to really watch it. Crap, not angled right. So how about alright, I'm going to try to get my tandems over to the center of that spot as quickly as I can, because it is a tighter spot, so I want to be able to see down both sides of there before I square up. Let's see where I'm at there. Yeah, I'll fit, but I don't know if these trailers are angled where I can get between both of them. I'll fit between the front ends, but let me slide over this way. And this trailer over here on my left side, I'm not sure it's angled in a way where I can get in there. Nah. The angles these are at, it's not going to work, so let's go find another spot. Sir. Alright, I guess that's the shipping office right there on my left. Alright, how about we put it next to this other guy? Trying to get I gotta go a little further down before I start my setup turn because my tandems are way out there in Timbuktu. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that could probably work with it. There's so much dust flying over there. Go in the crate mode, shithead. Thank you. Fuck, do I gotta fight with this thing to get it to creep? A bit on the wide side, you know.
You, sir? You know, ready for tonight to be over.
Let me double check where I'm at. Just want to be sure. My angle's good, but so my trailer is pointing toward this other trailer on my blind side, but there is space. And considering how much off track there is between my tractor and my trailer, I know it's going to rotate away from it. So I can just keep chasing it. Come on. I can't get this thing to creep for shit. And then then I put too much throttle in. Oh yeah, there's a ton of room there. Not much better. Come on, come back. Alright, so we'll get checked in right over there, right by where those trucks are docked in, and see what happens. Yeah, it should be a live load from what I was told. Alright guys, so it turns out they have a JCT drop trailer in the door right next to the shipping office. I think it's door 5. So he told me to go ahead and drop this one, and then when he gets the yard mule truck out of the way of my trailer, go ahead and park in front of it. It is disconnected. Get back into it, maybe. Doesn't seem to want to release my kingpin. are we not disconnecting? I can manually pull it as well, but I'm curious why it's parking brake is. What the hell? Back into it. It's not releasing, so. It's not working. I'm gonna go ahead and do it manually.
In the alleyway, a little bit behind the front of the house. Back around. And then it's kind of the same way, but in reverse. For the house 2 is the front one. House 2, you sit out in front of it. I just don't want to get there and make a wrong move, you know what I mean? It's really tight in there. Yeah, I'm going to follow you up. I'm going to sit out on the road. You sitting for a while? Oh, nothing. I was just giving you shit. So this girl I showed you yesterday?
Alright, so I don't know if my, this ABS light, this trailer ABS light, maybe it has something to do with it. Because I knew I had everything set up right, so I wasn't understanding why I wasn't trying to unlatch. Whatever. Good thing I can at least move it manually. Alright, now we'll get in front of that 6568 is the trailer number. Definitely not the biggest lot in the world here. Alright, so yeah, when you get in there, as you go up these steps right here next to where this these yard trucks are at, as soon as you get in the door, turn left. There'll be another door there you go through, and it says shipping right there on the door. And go back there, and you'll see the guy on the computer there. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. Alright, so according to him, they haven't loaded this trailer yet, but it's at least already docked, so that's all he's telling me to go ahead and drop 7151 over there and take this one. You know, when it's done, of course. Can't tell. Turn my utility light on. I'm not feeling any pressure yet. Oh, now I do. I know for sure I got pressure now. I can see it on my load gauge. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it like it is right now. Leave everything, not hook up everything to it until we're ready to get out of here. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. It's about 9:30 in 9:30 at night right now, so maybe a couple hours, I don't know, we'll see. Okay guys, we're all done loading here. It's about 11:30 or so tonight, night. Not super quick, but alright, so the way it works, checking out of here, just had to go ahead and pull out of the door, find a place to park, close my doors. He'll bring the seal and the paperwork out to me when they're ready to go. Let's go this direction. Crap. Is he? I don't know if he's. I can't get turned because there's not enough room for me. I'm too close to these trailers over here, so. Yeah, I think he might be docking in the door I just came out of or something, so. I'm saying, he needs to make his turn first before I go. Yeah, it looked like he's trying to negotiate around me, but, dude, you got more room than I do. I don't have enough room here. Alright, let me get my doors shut and then also figure out if I need load locks and all that too. Alright, probably back it into this spot right next to the other trailer that I dropped. Damn it. Quick. Yeah, it looks like he is trying to. Looks like he is trying to dock into the same door that I just came out of. I'm not really a fan of the angle I'm coming in at, but looks like I do have room to work with. Oh yeah, we're good. Got plenty of room over there. Get those tandems a little bit further away. Now I can get my drives over there so I can get a better angle in here between these two trailers. Not that it matters. Alright, so I don't know how long this will take. It's getting a little on the cool side here. I'm going to put my hoodie on. It's 58 degrees here. It's depending on the, like, if I get bright sunlight, whatever, a clear day, actually, probably would feel just fine. Calm winds and sunlight, but at this hour, getting a little on the cool side. Well, guys, we're finally done loading here. Hang on. Oh, this guy, he just beat me there. Alright, now we can get going here. Alright, it is just shy of 2 a.m. now. Come on. I'm like waiting for my tandems to clear that trailer. As soon as my tandems clear that trailer, I know I'll clear it. Oh, he's getting ready to dock in, I think. Yeah, he's going to the docks. Alright. Oh boy, shut up. There's nothing there to collide. And it's my side yard thing. They turn that off. At least I can turn it off and not deal with it. But I always have to go back and do it every time I shut the truck off and turn it back on. Alright, so I was sitting there after I'd already gone away from the dock door for quite some time there, definitely well over an hour. Alright, yeah, it says sound the horn and then proceed, so... Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, so what the shipping guy told me is, he apologized for the delay. He said the reason for the delay, I guess there's only one person there who handles seals or whatever, I don't know, something like that, and I guess she wasn't available for a good chunk of time. So that was why there was a delay. Alright, so the nearest Catskill are the truck stops in Russellville. And best I can tell, it would be a real pain in the ass to go west. Semi-departure. Let me get up here real quick. A semi-departure would be a real super fast thing, and then we'll get going. I need a semi-departure before I leave. Alright. Looks like they got some shift change thing going on here or something. So let this last car go by, and then once they're... Alright, now we're ready to go. Okay, without ended up on county roads that I'm not sure I'm allowed on. But from what I could tell is the best option for me would be to go back toward Russellville, steal my load there. and get on. And even if it wasn't a matter of trying to find the nearest Catskill, that looks like it might be the most practical route out of here on to get onto I-40. I mean, it's going to the northeast to go west, but crap. Left my phone back there, so better know how to navigate. Alright, anyway, I said, yeah, I'll just go over there and scale it since, yeah, because I think it's going to be the most practical way to get to I-40 westbound anyway. Otherwise, I'll have to sit here and take state highways with limited speeds and curves and all that for a pretty good distance before I can make it up there. So that'll be the plan. As I mentioned, this load is going to Phoenix. Alright, so yeah, I want this due on the 16th in the morning. Today is it's certainly the morning of the 14th right now, so that's not much more than 1,200 miles, I think it was. So it should take me about day and a half. It should be there sometime tomorrow. Well, no, not really, because I don't have the hours needed to get there. So I will need my 16th recaps to get over there. But I think just barely a couple hours or so. So anyway, yeah, that'll be the plan here. I'm gonna get up here to the highway again. Yeah, we're gonna take 10 back up and take Highway 27, 27 north, I guess I would say. Take that back out to Russellville and get on I-40. And we have a couple different options there. Once we get into Arizona, upside clear here. One would be to take I-17 down, or the other way that I usually take would be, or that I sometimes take. I mean, really depends on what part of Phoenix I'm going to and what time of day too. I usually call it the mountain route, but you have terrain regardless. So I don't know that I would really say I don't know. Well, I just call it the Holbrook to Mesa route. Yeah, it's a bunch of state highways. Highway 77, 377, 277, 260, and 87. Those are the numbers. Anyway, yeah, I'll decide when I get over there in that general direction which route I'll actually take. Whatever the case, next time you see me, it'll be delivering in Phoenix, alright? So we're about to turn on at 27 otherwise, though. I'm going to go ahead and bid adieu to you guys tonight. And I'll see you guys in Phoenix, alright? You have a great night. See you later.